They have reached out to over 250 of our homeless neighbors. They've awarded 12 educational scholarships, received recognition as a top charity organization. Joining us this afternoon in the KRLD Zoom room is Dr. Lamar T. Quinn. He is the CEO and co-founder to share a little bit more about a big event that they have going on. This is really exciting. You have a sneaker ball event to help support your scholarship program. Tell us what Partying with a Purpose is.
Oh, man. Well, thank you guys for inviting me onto the show today. I'm really excited to be here. Party with a Purpose is essentially a group of collective difference makers coming together to MAD. And what we mean by MAD, make a difference. So we want to get together and take our culture and have a great time to fundraise for our Ready, Set, Read program, our MAD pitch competition, where we invite students to pitch about their ideas of how they want to MAD in their community. So July 28th, we're calling all sneaker lovers or community lovers to come out and have a great time. If you love community, you love fashion, you love music, you love culture, Coastal Charity is the place to be on July 28th in a room, just having a great time, talking about tasting things, a whole experience production team. So we're super excited to have this event for the third time.
Let's talk about these kinds of tucks and tennies kinds of events. There's something to be said for comfortable footwear when you have to be dressed up from, 90% up.
Oh, man, absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? The feedback from the women just is amazing. They're like, I don't have to wear heels. I'm there.
I love that.
And so for the guys, most of us love sneakers. We grew up on sneakers, right? I'm from Chicago. I'm an MJ fan. So we know what MJ's line has done, right? And so it just brings back a nostalgic feel for us, allows us to pair things and look a certain way, but still puts a little flash into it, a little culture into it, right? So it's always a great time.
Absolutely. So, last year, I see that Giving from the Soul Sneaker Ball actually was able to award over $11,000 in educational scholarships. Talk to us about the mission behind helping area students here with furthering their education.
I come from a single family, single mother household, a single parent household. And one of the things I struggled with going to college was finances. I had no clue what was going on. I'm a biology major. I ended up getting my doctorate from UIC, and I have over $200,000+ worth of debt. It's a real concern, especially in the Black and brown community. It's a huge concern. So we want to make college a possibility for kids. And that starts with financial support. That's a real conversation at the table when a parent knows that their child has been awarded $6,000 or $5,000. It changes the game. Books alone can total up to about $4 or $5 grand for the entirety of college, right? Depending on which major you have. So we wanted to make it a real possibility. And so we came up with some ideas of how to make that possible. But we also wanted to attach kids back to their community and give them and amplify their voice. Growing up, most adults just tell you, no, we need to do this, we need to do this. And I'm back there screaming, no, we want this. And nobody's listening. So we wanted to bring those screams to the front in front of community leaders, in front of our difference makers to say, hey, look, in order to attach our kids back to our community, we have to give them a voice and a say in how they want their community to look in 10 to 15 years.
Talk to us about the kids themselves, the kids that are receiving this, and the gratitude that they have for your organization.
Oh, man. A really cool, really dynamic story just happened was in 2019, we just awarded some kids scholarships. This year, they graduated. They're super pumped to let us know that they graduated. One with honors, the other one, I believe, has honors as well. And what's really cool is they asked, how can they make a difference? Mm-hmm. That's the conversation that we want to show everybody. We want to tell our story. And so these kids are going through our program and they're coming back saying, how can I help the kids behind me? These are 21, 22-year-olds. At 21, 22, I weren't thinking about that at all. I wasn't thinking at all about that. So It's really dynamic to see that happen.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And you guys are such a dynamic organization. You don't only help out with, with students continuing their education, but you also support local businesses, small nonprofit organizations, Black authors. I mean, that's an incredible feat as well. Tell me about how your generosity has expanded past, so many different levels.
So we started to notice that the dollar was circulating in the community, right? So within our network, we started to realize that, hey, we can do more than just, provide scholarships. We can support these organizations. We can support other small nonprofits. And we collaborate and we start to kind of build this ecosystem, right, as a collective, right? And we started to look at this data and we were just like, oh, wow, that's really great. And then we hear stories from, local photographers, local talent say, hey, by partnering with you guys, I'm getting more businesses, or I'm able to build my portfolio using your high-level event. So it's been really amazing to see that. It's something that we didn't think about when we first started, the organization, but now to see that impact is expanding, and we're able to have those conversations with those difference makers that own a small business. It's just really amazing.
What's amazing as well is you talk about the phrase that you're making a difference, that you're difference makers for your community. How important is that?
It's paramount. It's the top of our mind every morning. I live it every single day. I wake up, in the middle of the night, telling myself, how can I make a difference? I want my kids to see it. I want communities to see. I want people to get inspired and say, hey, this is what we can do. It didn't take much for us to transition something from a happy hour to saying it's partying with a purpose. It's something that we naturally would like to do. We all like to go have a cocktail or have some great food, right? It's a simple model, and it's changing lives. It's simply changing lives. It's really making impact. And I just, it really took me, a while to realize that you're really touching people's lives and changing it, right? No matter how small or big, when you have a good heart, you're kind, and you genuinely want to help people, people notice that. And so it's been really great to receive more and to being able to give more.
Amazing. How can people keep up with you all throughout the year for, your various events, not just this one? And how can they either support or also learn more information about how to possibly get a scholarship?
Absolutely. So you can visit our website, toast4charity.org. You can follow us on Instagram. We're very active on Instagram right now. So we're promoting our events and sharing our story. So that will be at Toast for Charity. And you can find that on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. I would highly encourage you to stay in the know, to get met with us. You want to subscribe to our email listserv on our website, and select things that interest you. Say volunteer, upcoming event, sponsorship. But those are all the ways you can contact us.
Love to hear that. Anything else you want our listeners to know about your organization and upcoming event?
And let's get ready to mad. Let's do it. July 28th, Sneaker Ball. Hopefully you guys can make it, but we're going to make a big difference. We're hoping to exceed our goal of $35,000. I know we have the community to do it. I know we have the resources. So I'm just waiting for that moment to happen.
Awesome.
Love it. That is Dr. Lamar T. Quinn. He is the CEO and co-founder of Toast for Charity. That group of difference makers that you just heard there, you can continue to follow and support and see them make a change here in the Metroplex. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.